Sorry about that. I get 2x squared minus 7x minus 204 equals 0. So I'm picking up, my video cut off, so I'm picking up where I left off. And then I would use the quadratic formula again to solve and take the positive answer only. Okay, number 5 you're going to skip, so mark that as a skip. Number 6 you're going to solve, but it's volume. And volume is length times width times height. So they tell us that the length and the width are x minus 1, x plus 4. The height is 3. And the order doesn't matter, so I'm going to go ahead and put the 3 in front because it makes my life easier. And that's going to equal 198. Okay? I can go ahead and divide by 3 so that I get x minus 1 times x plus 4 equals 66. And then you're going to distribute this out and solve. X squared plus 4x minus 1x minus 4 equals 66. X squared plus 3x. And then I'm going to subtract the 66 and I get minus 70 equals 0. Okay, I've got it in standard form. This one is easy to factor, so I'm going to factor it. I'm going to come up here to do that. So 70, I can get that by multiplying 10 and 7. So it's going to be x plus 10, x minus 7. And I chose 10 and 7 because 10 minus 7 is positive 3. And then 10 times negative 7 is negative 70. And then I'm going to set each factor equal to 0. So the first one I end up with x equals negative 10. That's not the answer, okay? For the second one, I have x minus 7 equals 0, and I get x equals positive 7, and that's the value I want. So to figure out my dimensions, I would say 7 minus 1 is 6, 7 plus 4 is 11. But they asked us just to find x, so x equals 7. Okay, so your objectives on this page. Finish problems 2, 3, and 4. We've got the setup. Skip problem 5, take the notes on problem 6. And then on the back, we are going to do problem number 9. Okay, so problem 9 is a consecutive integer problem. And they give us some information in this one because they asked us to find 2 consecutive positive odd integers. So we want positive answers only. By odd integers, they mean numbers like 3 and 5, 7 and 9, 11 and 12, etc. I'm sorry, 11 and 12, 11 and 13. So we're going to call the first integer x, and the second integer is actually going to be x plus 2. Because if the first number was 5, the second number would be 7. And it says find 2 consecutive positive odd integers so that the square of the smaller integer, so that's going to be x squared, added to 3 times the larger integer, which would be 3 times x plus 2, equals 24. So you're going to distribute this out. You get x squared plus 3x plus 6 equals 24. We're going to go ahead and subtract 24. We get x squared plus 3x minus 18 equals 0. And then you're going to solve from here. And I think this one's pretty easy to factor. So I'm looking for numbers that multiply to get negative 18 and add up to 3. I can do x plus 6, x minus 3. Because 6 times 3 is negative 18, and then 6 plus negative 3 is positive 3. And then I'm going to solve both of those. So x plus 6 equals 0, that would be negative 6. But they want positive odd integers, so that's not right. X minus 3 equals 0. Comes out to be x equals 3. And that's the correct number. So my first number is 3. My second number is 5. Okay, so that's kind of how you do those problems. We're going to skip number 10. We're going to skip numbers 7 and 8. Feel free to pause and work through these and then check your work with me. And email me if you have any questions.